and behind him were all the evidences of his victories. The rulers, the commanders that he had defeated were led in chains behind him. Then great numbers of prisoners were led behind him, and in some cases even wild animals from the conquered territories. Animals maybe the Roman people had not seen. So this is a triumph. It's not winning the victory, it's the celebration of the victory that has already been won. And Paul in this language is saying that by his death and resurrection, Jesus was placed in the triumphal chariot and led through the unseen world, and behind him were all the forces of Satan led in chains. That's the totality of the victory. Now, to obtain this victory, Jesus did two things for us, and I can only touch on them briefly. The first relates to the past. We need to bear in mind that Satan's great weapon against us is guilt. As long as he can keep us guilty, we are no match for him. But in this victory, Jesus dealt with the problem of guilt. First, in regard to the past, he made it possible for us to be forgiven all our previous sins. It says, having forgiven you all trespasses. That little word all is very important. We have to believe that every sin we've ever committed has been forgiven. If we have even one unforgiven sin, it's a lever that Satan can use against us to frustrate us and make us ineffective. The other thing is more complicated, but let me just say it briefly. Jesus has abolished the law of Moses as the means to achieve righteousness